Welcome back to Daybreak on Trust TV. Today, we're looking at a development that has caught the attention of both Nigerians and the international community. The United States has announced new visa restrictions targeting Nigerians accused of undermining religious freedom, particularly those involved in anti-Christian violence. U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the restrictions would affect anyone who knowingly direct, authorize, funds, supports, or carries out violations of religious freedom. This follows recent discussions in Washington, where lawmakers and experts on religious freedom examined Nigeria's escalating violence and what they call the targeted persecution of Christians. The policy, is part of a broader U.S. actions, including resolutions recommending visa bans and asset freezes on those responsible for severe violations of religious freedom. Now, we want to hear from you. Do you support America's decision? The phone lines are open. Send your WhatsApp messages, and you can also call us on the numbers displayed on your screen. However, these are the issues. This is the recent one from the U.S. government. Restriction of like banning of the visa or what have you.
For me, the question that I asked is how did they get to this conclusion? Well, for one, if they really are going to sanction or put a visa ban on a particular country or citizens of a country, they would have to do their investigations and verify facts that they are pushing forth. How have they come to the conclusion that this is happening, and how have they come to the conclusions, and where are the evidence that this is really happening? But on another hand, at the end of the day, I believe it is high time that we value where we are. We value our country and know that there are other places. I don't want to sound like I'm being bitter, but there are other places that you can visit and utilize and be productive there as well, not necessarily the United States of America.
United States?
Exactly. And I know the United States of America is called the land of opportunity, but there are opportunities other places and elsewhere as well. And I think this would help in, cutting down the brain drain that we do have in Nigeria, making sure that people stay right here and make sure they contribute to the society and the nation as well.
Since the President Trump, the U.S. president, announced that and put Nigeria on the CPC, country of particular concern, it has been one, story over the other. Yes. Every day we get to hear different things, but like I mentioned, this move was a recent one, and it happened on Tuesday. But before then, we have our first caller. Actually, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Kiyawa.
Thank you for calling.
Good morning, sister.
All right, thank you
very much.
Yes, what is your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Brandon. I'm calling from Northwest Nigeria.
All right, thank you for joining in. Go ahead with your thoughts.
I'm personally supporting the visa ban of those people that are going to America. What are they going to America do? Mostly they are doing for sending their children to study, Harvard University, Stanford University, and other universities. Or they can go and hire some good amount of resources they saw, but in government. So I personally look at our religion. Nigeria is a polyglot nation. We cannot live without Christian, and Christian cannot live without Muslim. So, and there is a lot of synergy. But sometimes, what makes the issue so contentious is that most of our clerics, Islamic clerics and other Christian clerics, very few of them are Christian-hearted among us, which is too bad. So, the God has created us to live together with mutual respect and harmony. So, there is no any religious something. Even though it's religion, whether Muslim or Christian, has to be bad one and good one. And the issue of extremism in religion is mostly to cause a lot of harm in our society. So I personally in support of the U.S. from banning this user until or unless somebody who applies for visa is scrutinized and find out his mission is good to the country. So then the continuing about happily support it. This is my thing.
Thank you very much. You know, as I mentioned earlier, this is a very important point whereby now the United States is saying that there's going to be restrictions targeting Nigerians accused of undermining religious freedom, particularly those involved in anti-Christian violence. But whatever it is that you do as a government that the United States is, there's supposed to be evidence of their findings of investigations that they have done, because you cannot just outright come out and say, okay, we're placing a ban. But according to, you know, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, that it's affecting anyone knowingly who knowingly directs, authorizes and funds, supports or carries out violation of religious freedom. But how would you know these persons? Give us names, give us lists of individuals, of groups, of anything that you have that would validate this visa ban that
because you cannot just
place.
Keep saying that it's because of the mass killings of Christians, Christian genocide in Nigeria. Yes. We have another caller.
Take our next caller.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you for calling. Your name and location, please.
I am Adamu, Nigeria. I'm calling from Edo State.
Thank you for calling. Go ahead. What's your take?
Yes, it's a welcome development because the killings in the country has become too much. The primary responsibility of government is to protect life and property. So if our government officials cannot protect people and their property, they should be banned. And they should even be, their assets should be frozen, because we have government in this country. They are not caring for us. So if they are not doing anything, our government officials should be banned from traveling abroad, and their assets should be frozen.
Well,
that's my take.
All right, thank you very much. To reiterate on the topic of discussion, the United States visa ban.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, is directed as though to those that are knowingly, authorizing, funding, or supporting any violation of religious freedom, not necessarily those in government. So anybody, whether it is an individual, whether it is a group, so that is the direction of this visa ban.
Yes, it's a welcome development. Let's thank the U.S. for doing so.
All right, thank you very much for your take. All right, the numbers are still displayed on your screen, and this topic still continues to be United States visa ban. Is it a good idea at this point? But what we've been saying is, where is the evidence? Where's the list of people that you believe are? But at the end of the day, there isn't necessarily a need at some point, because it is up to them to know. But when you are doing this, it is very important to be clear and transparent when it comes to these things. But on
there's something I wanted to add, but
let's take another caller. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is your name and where are you calling from?
Good morning, Maryam. Good morning, Hauwa.
Good morning,
Shatima.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is Shatima Yakudima calling from Maiduguri.
Good morning, Shatima. How was Maiduguri this morning?
Maiduguri, alhamdulillah. Maiduguri is cool. Maiduguri is fine.
Oh, great. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Well, honestly speaking, we can say, it is well. It is well, because those who have been taking unconfirmed rumor to America, and America too will not investigate deeply, and they have just placed order on it. Well, it is good. It is good. It is them that they will affect. Those who are taking unconfirmed rumor to take it to America. Now America will count loss of that income, because that visa they are not giving it free. One have to pay money before you receive that visa. So it is left for them. It is left for them. But the issue is, America has violated the rule of the doctrine of Abdul Asrafatin. hear the both sides and hear the other side. How can you listen to the one side and place an order on something that you do not confirm? That's the fundamental error that I see there. Well, it is good. It is good, as I said earlier. Though, you know, there is Hausa proverb says, whoever go and strike this thing, you know, it will consume him. So it is left for them. It is left for them as far as we are concerned. But the fact remains as it is. I think no nation that give absolute freedom to practice your religion than Nigeria. No any nation. To me, as far as I am concerned, as far as I know, it is only in Nigeria that you can practice any religion that you want to practice, and nobody will disturb you. You know, I provided if you cannot cause trouble, you can take a tree and say this tree is your God, and you are free in Nigeria. You can do that. Nobody will disturb you. So if you talk about the freedom of religion, there is no way that America can play a sanctions on Nigeria. We have absolute freedom of belief here in Nigeria. But the issue is we don't know what the American government was hiring Nigeria for. We don't know. They have their hiding attention. They have their hiding mission against us. But we are praying for Almighty Allah to seek protection, to place protection between us and them. Because we are here in Nigeria, we do not, we see what situation before, but American government never talked. It was only on this unconfirmed rumor that they have been saying this, saying that. But we know, the life that Almighty said that you will spend, the years that Almighty Allah write for you, you must stay on this universe before you leave. So they can go ahead and do whatever they want to do. But what we know is our nation is our nation. And nobody can come and interfere with our independent nation, and we just put eye on him and defeat him. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Thank you very much,
Fatima, for that. You know, when it comes to this visa ban, it is quite understandable that the United States wants to punish those perpetrators at a point, the alleged perpetrators, and on one end as well protect the country from the inflow of those kind of people. But at the end of the day, you have to put all your chips on the table and show us the findings that you have, because it's an accusation to individuals or people in the country, and show the findings at least, even if that is what you're doing. Help out, since you said Nigeria is now a country of particular concern, and the government is not being able to do what is necessary in making sure that these allegations are stopped, the alleged genocide that's going on in Nigeria. But if that is the direction that you're going to work hand in hand with the government and give those names as well, if you have done your investigations.
That's exactly what, like, why the threat? You know, why are you always threatening? Just try to work with Nigerian governments to make sure that.
We have another call on the line. We have Ade from London. Hello, good morning, Ade.
Good morning, Hauwa. Good morning, Maryam. Happy weekend to you all.
Happy weekend, Ade.
Happy weekend.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Hauwa, you asked a question. I want to answer that question. You say, how will they know? That's why they have embassies in Nigeria. So they have special people there that monitor everything. You can imagine that the ambassadors do visit state by state. So they carry their report and send it to Washington. So they have embassies. It's not necessarily, they might use some Nigerians to get information, but they have embassies in Nigeria. Individuals cannot just talk to America and they will believe. They must have evidence. That's by the way. Now, the American ban. How many Nigerians ask for a visa to go to America? You must be very okay, because the money for that ticket alone, if some public get that money, they can establish business with it. So it's where do they get the money? and they go to America all the time, travel. There is nothing wrong about traveling, but you must have a purpose that you are going. If our country is okay, nobody wants to stay overseas. I can guarantee. If you interview all diaspora, they will tell you if security and health is guaranteed like Europe or America, everybody will run back home because there is no place like home. God has given us everything, organic food. You know, we have the good weather, everything. God has blessed us with it. And now it's winter here. All my leg is freezing. That's why we're wearing so many things. But it's not, if I'm in Nigeria now, we are singlet. So God has blessed us. So number 3, people should observe the government of America now that since Trump has come, it's not really a true democracy. Because a lawmaker in America is sponsoring a bill that American citizens should not have dual nationality anymore. If that bill should go through, it will affect thousands of Nigerians. Thousands of Nigerians. So that is it. So people should not bother themselves. I'm praying that and if you affect Nigerians in America, they allow them to choose. It's either you are in Nigeria or America. I can guarantee you many of them will choose to have American passports. So let's just be praying for this time that Trump is there till he will leave. That God will take control. Because he just behave, he's not looking for that. He's 80 years old man. So he doesn't care anymore. He's doing whatever he likes. So he talks anyhow. He owns the Supreme Court here. Conservative have 6/3 Democrats. So that's what they do. Let's be praying. Till Trump leave that place, he should not do anything bad to the whole Africa. He's attacking Somalia now. They want to deport all of them. So we can do anything. Nobody can challenge him. Look at what he's doing to Venezuela. You know, bombing people, killing people like that. So let's just be praying. That I believe in prayer. If any Nigeria want to travel, go to Canada. Canada is even better than America. Peaceful life, everything, no discrimination there. You understand? So go to Canada if you don't want to come to Europe. God bless Nigeria, and God will make sure our country is better.
Thank you very
Good morning.
much.
Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you very much.
So there are more justifications from the American government. The U.S. government frames its policy, this particular policy, as necessary to protect national security, enforce immigration laws, and promote American values and interests abroad. The U.S. officials argue that such measures are a way to encourage other nations to improve their own security requirements and cooperate on international norms.
As I said earlier, it is understandable that the United States is trying to protect itself from, unwanted elements. But at the end of the day, a little bit of evidence, a little bit of information, a little bit of
you just don't
push
like
through as
just
well.
say anything you want to say about a particular nation, just like that.
All right, we have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning. Thank you for joining us. What is
Good
your name?
morning, Hauwa and Maryam. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Ladies of the trust.
Good morning.
I am the regional man, Usman Samsaki, calling for Yola.
Thank you for joining us.
I don't know why people will be concerned because America placed a visa ban on Nigeria. What does America have that other countries doesn't have that you bother yourself? If you look at the whole scenario, this man in America was lured taking into supporting an issue that is not feasible in Nigeria. Everybody knows Nigeria we have a liberal way of practicing our religion, both Christian and Muslim. But that man, I don't know whether he's not a psychological problem or not. He was lured into making Nigeria to look as if the other people on the other side are not in peace with us. But it's just bullshit. So I'm advising Nigerians, please change the route. If you want to go to Europe for anything, change. There's Canada, there's so many places. Even these Arab countries now, they have greater party more than America. So you don't need to worry yourself because Donald Trump has placed a visa ban on Nigeria. It's only concerned those who maybe want to travel to America. Enjoy your weekend. God bless you. Trust TV.
All right, thank you very much for that and for your contributions. I believe we have a couple of WhatsApp messages that we have right here. We have one from We have one from Adamu Muhammad Usman from Kafang Hausa in Jigawa State, and he says, "Good morning, everyone. The more Nigerians realize all these threats or manipulated tricks, the better we forge ahead and concentrate in uniting and moving the country forward. As Nigeria needs America, America needs us the more." And many other commentators claimed that America is doing or showcasing all these formulated threats in order to pave its way into Nigeria to have a resourceful country that can be siphoning natural endowments from it, period. These things America is doing to Nigeria reminds me of the late Sani Abacha's formula of "to hell with Western world. May God have mercy on him." Me too, I would say, to hell with visa ban. I am okay with that. May Allah continue to help and protect Nigeria. Thank you very much, Adamu Muhammad Usman, for that.
And another message is coming from Salisu Talle Kano, says, "Well, it's the American right to ban visa, but there is nothing like a Christian genocide in Nigeria. There are more churches in Muslim-dominated areas than mosques in Christian areas in Nigeria. Good morning." This is what he wrote from Kano State.
We have another message from Isa Umar from Yola, and he says, "Yes, I do." That means he supports the America's plan. To me, Nigerians should take it as a challenge to learn and maintain what will pull the United States back to Nigeria. It's just a matter of Nigerians being productive. Thank you very much, Isa Umar from Yola.
And the next message comes from Halimat from Kwara State. She says, "Good morning, Trust TV. My opinion on the U.S. visa ban. The recent U.S. visa restrictions have generated many reactions, but personally, I see a positive side to it. I support this decision because it can serve as a wake-up call for us as a nation. Sometimes tough policies push us to look inward harder to build the Nigeria we desire. If we focus on improving our systems, strengthening our institutions, and creating opportunities at home, people will not feel compelled to leave the country before they can succeed. This moment should challenge us to develop our economy, education, healthcare, and governance so that our youth can thrive right here. Instead of anger, let us use this as a motivation to make Nigeria work for all of us." Thank you, Halimat from Kwara State.
All right, we have another call. We have Abasinkong from Gombe State on the line. Hello, good morning, Abasinkong.
Good morning, beautiful ladies, Maryam and Hauwa.
Good morning, Abasekon.
Thank you for joining us. Go ahead with your thoughts.
Yes, sincerely speaking, to hell with their plan. What does America have that we don't have in this country? It's only mismanagement. We have everything. From the north and from the here that I am, we are so blessed. Go to Akwa Ibom, we are blessed. Go to Rivers State, we are blessed. The steel rolling mill in Ajakuta, we are blessed. We should forget them. Call Russia to come and develop Ajakuta steel rolling mill, and we'll be 100% better than America. Well, what do they have? Is it the ammunition they are producing, mass destruction to kill life? Is that what we are after? I don't subscribe to that. My sisters and brothers are in America. I will not. They ask me to come and say I won't go. My daughter is in Canada. People should go to Canada. Go to Canada. Canada is better. I have a daughter there. Canada is 100% better than America. So why must we go and be third-class citizens? When I'm a fourth-class citizen in Nigeria, I will go to America and become a fourth-class citizen. What is in Britain? What is in London? What is there? There is nothing there. If not for football and other things they are having, and rent, land rentage and all those things. We have everything here. My sister, we need, if not our politicians that are causing problem for us, we have what it takes. Abacha said to hell with them. All of them, what happened? Were we born in that time when Abacha was in governance? Thank you, Trust TV, for enlightening us, for bringing us updates. I appreciate. God bless Nigeria. Happy weekend, my sister.
All right, thank you very much, Obasin Kong, for that. You know, it depends on how you take it. There are different perspectives to it. On one end, you would see that the United States is trying to protect itself and allegedly protect the Christian community. But on the other hand, putting this kind of label on a particular country and showing as if that country is not up to par or not capable of taking care of business as usual. But with that, we've come to the end of this phone-in segment.